Hi, so Charlie giving you Friday's, oh no, it's not Friday, it's Monday. Monday's video. And what I wanted to go through here very briefly is I had an email come through, an interesting one actually, from a trader who's obviously on our database. He's probably going to be watching this. Obviously, I'm not going to mention his name. But what he'd done is he'd been back testing over a period of time a strategy, actually one of our strategies. And so and he'd tested this strategy of mine, and he'd come out with about a 70% success rate on this strategy. It was coming out about 70%, and that was giving him about, I think it was a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so if you're getting a 1-to-1 risk to reward, so that means if you're risking 10 pips, that means that you're making 10 pips on your winners. And you're right 70% of the time, you're making money, and it's not bad actually. It's pretty good little setup, really, nice and straightforward. Anyway, so then I get an email from him, and he won't mind this, and I know he's probably listening to this right now, but I think it's a good thing, a good learning point, and that's why I've raised this. Because he said, look, he said, I've been doing some more work on this, and because he was trying to increase his win rate, and he said that what he's done is he's managed to get the win rate, the success rate, up to 84%. Okay, and this is all on testing, and it's tested over 135 trades. He said, because he said, I'm wondering if, he said, while I'm building my confidence, because he's a new trader, he's building his confidence, should he go for the higher win rate? Now, interestingly, with the higher win rate, what he's actually doing is it's a 1 to 0.5 to 0.5 risk to reward. Okay, so if he was risking 10 pips, he would only be making 5 pips. On the trade. Now, interestingly, and he admitted to this. He said, look, he said the strategy increases, the win rate increases to 84%, but it actually makes less money than this one. It actually makes less money than this one, which is not surprising. And he said, but he said, in order to increase my confidence, should I be going for this 84% strategy? Because it wins more often. And I thought it's so typical, it's so true of newer traders, that they want to be right as much as possible, and that's what this is all about. It's a confidence thing, that we're all indoctrinated into wanting to be right in our, and it starts throughout life, right from schooling. You're taught to need to be right in our in classes, in exams, and all the way through schooling, education, into work. Obviously, you don't want to be wrong as much as possible. Then when we come to trading, we have to accept being wrong, a fair percentage of the time. But a lot of people, especially when they're new to trading, don't want to accept being wrong. So they're constantly searching for very, very high win rate strategies, even if they actually make them less money. So what I actually went back and said, well, because he actually was looking to risk 10 pips to make 5, which is then, by the time you take spreads into account as well, and any slippage, then it's going to be even worse than that in the real world. So I said, no, do not look to do that. So that was my advice. But I just thought it was interesting, that the mindset of a newer trader, and what you need to do is try and transcend that mindset, and embrace having losing trades. There's nothing wrong with them, because it's all part and parcel of trading. What's more important is, are you making money, and rather than winners versus losers. So just bear that in mind. You don't have to be a high success rate trader in order to be profitable. Now, talking of that, on my Friday videos, it always looks like I'm always winning, and I do appreciate that. I just seem to have good little spells sometimes on a Friday, and you know that on my Friday videos I do have my losing Fridays as well, but I can go for quite a few Fridays where we don't have any losers, and maybe this week I will have a losing Friday. But you have to believe me that I have more than my fair share of losing trades as well. and that's just part and parcel of trading. So I can go through the week and have my fair share of losses, but the most important thing is that when I have my winners, that my winners are going to hopefully be exceeding my losers, and that's the whole point of it. So don't get wrapped up in win rates. Look at profitability. That's what's most important. Profitability of the strategies that you're looking at. I'm going to leave that with you. I could have done some market commentary as well, but Kim often does that on a Wednesday. So I'm going to leave it at that. There's not really too much to say here at the moment. This is the chart of the euro dollar. This is the daily chart. And so it's just having a down day today. But I'm going to leave them any market commentary, and we'll come back on and see where we are going to be this coming Friday. See you then.